Do you always deliver a great customer experience? Are you looking for new insights into effective practices? How about sharing how you are resolving those customer experience challenges? Hi, my name is Alvaro Vasquez and this is Power On. This podcast is brought to you by Teleswitch, the South Florida leading provider of innovative technologies and trusted professional services for voice, video, and data networks solutions. Are you looking for a trusted advisor in the technology industry? Partner with Teleswitch and power on your technologies to find your business true potential. In this episode, we will review different ways you can avoid a customer experience horror story. Improving customer experience is a top priority for today's executives because of the impact it can have on the bottom line. With the variety of communication methods now available, managing customer experience is more complex than ever before. For today's contact centers, it's vital to study customer service best practice from a variety of verticals to learn and adapt your strategy for success, which is why we are looking to help out. Let's review together some harrowing tales of terror and find out how they were resolved or how they could have been avoided in the first place. The Invisible Man. John entered his favorite coffee shop, and the aroma made him smile right away. He knows what he wants already since it's the same order he puts every day when he stops by the shop. A couple of the employees pass in front of him, finishing with an order, but then he sees when they park at the end of the counter to chit-chat and make a joke. John starts shaking. He started sweating, thinking that he may be invisible. Suddenly, one of the guys walks back to the other end of the counter and asks him, "What did you order?" John replied, "I haven't ordered yet, and by the way, I've been here for 3 minutes already." The response he received was, "So, what do you want?" John was happy to realize he was not invisible, but surprised by the response. There was no apology and nothing reflecting that this kind of behavior was not normal. Make sure employees feel pride in their work. Building enthusiasm for your business best practices needs to be continuously communicated. If your employees don't feel pride in their own work and in themselves, your customers won't feel anything at all for the brand you have worked so hard to create. Trapped in time. Doris is getting ready to answer the next call. Her phone rings and she answered as she was trained. The caller mentions that they were ready to make the purchase on the company website, but something went wrong when trying to complete the transaction. The customer was already frustrated, not because of the issue on the website, but due to the 15 minutes of jumping around auto attendants to get some type of help. Doris heard the same situation already that morning and following some outdated processes, ended up helping the customer to complete her transaction. Doris and other reps have been helping customers with the same issue over and over, thinking they are trapped in time. But Doris and the other agents are reporting the issue as they were trained, focusing only on the web situation since their system doesn't show an option for reporting the 15 minutes of auto attendance hell. Think about ways to really hear your customers. Processes and categories only go so far when dealing with human beings. Humans are irrational, emotional, and constantly changing. It is critical to think about ways to really hear your customers and not just in ways that help you categorize them. The heist. It is Wednesday and Michael is excited about his vacation. He has everything ready to leave on Saturday. His phone is ringing, nothing unusual about that, until hearing that the caller introducing himself is part of the cybersecurity team of his bank. And that could only mean trouble. The bank representative mentioned the suspicious activity and reviewed some transactions with Michael. He didn't recognize any of them. The account was compromised, and the cards associated with it needed to be canceled. The bank rep ordered new ones for Michael and mentioned he should receive them in up to 4 working days. Obviously, removing the threat of fraud from his account was Michael's main concern, but this could only mean trouble for his vacation. Michael was happily surprised when the new cars arrived on Friday morning. He was ready for his vacation without any delay. It's often the smallest thing that makes the biggest difference. Did the representative underpromise and over-deliver, or did they just manage Michael's expectation? Who knows? But it did make Michael appreciate that it is often the smallest thing that can have the biggest impact on a customer experience. Helpless. Linda loves the new megastore. She can get everything she needs in one place instead of roaming around town. This time was a little different. Her attention was on the child's garden playhouse on display in the entrance. She was taken by the large sign saying that it was an X-display model with a huge price reduction. She went straight to customer service to buy it and arranged the pickup. The rep mentioned that it was a great opportunity for the first person to take it and they couldn't hold it. This thing was huge, and Linda drove her family car to the store, so she couldn't even fit the pieces in it. She was left with no option but to call her husband to leave work, pass by the house to pick up tools, and go to the supermarket to dismantle the house to get it in his car. The megastore staff did nothing to help. Customer effort is becoming more conscious. This situation could have dealt in any number of different ways, with a big opportunity to show the customer a great experience. Instead, as a result of something so simple, the company have a very unhappy and disgruntled customer who is no longer an advocate of their organization and dealing with this business as another crappy option. There will always be unhappy customers, but they don't all have to turn into tales of terror. There are multiple ways to avoid customer experience horror stories. A few lessons we learn from these stories are: 1. Invest in measuring, monitoring, and incentivizing consumer-centric behaviors. 2. A single interaction can make or break a customer experience. 3. Understand the customer's end-to-end experience to avoid breaks in the chain. 4. Don't wait for customers to contact you. They love it when you take the initiative. 5. Don't make it difficult to do business with you. Make it enjoyable. 6. Constantly monitor interaction quality and be on the lookout for bad seeds. This was part 1 of our complete story about customer experience, Tales of Terror. Don't forget to check our podcast next week for part 2. And remember, you have only one chance to make a lasting first impression with your customers. Contact Teleswitch and arrange an appointment with one of our consultants to go over your biggest challenges today and the objectives you have for your company regarding your customer's experience. Teleswitch Associates will arrange a demo of the most innovative solutions that will help you to provide the best first impression with your customer. We would love to hear from you, so feel free to send your comments and questions to poweron@teleswitch.com, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you for listening.